All right. Peace and love. Peace and love. We are live on both platforms. Let me just kind of clean my screen here on the YouTube world. Peace and love to the YouTube world. Let's kind of fix this background here. All right. So we are officially live on both platforms. Hey to the YouTube family. Hello to the Instagram family, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get right into it because, baby, there's a lot of new things happening and we need to keep up. And as I've told you before, the shift in health is here. And if you are not writing it, you're going to get left behind. And I don't want that for you. So you need to tune in, okay? Just 10 minutes of your time. Let's get into it. So, and for this is for both men and women to stay. And why? You have daughters, you have wives, you have mothers, you have sisters. You absolutely need to hear this information too. Okay. So, hey, YouTube family, trying to keep this simultaneous trying to keep all of this together. Okay. All right. So the topic at hand is PCOS has a brand new name, y'all. Let's talk about it. All right. They're in a brand new bag. And let's talk about it. Now, when I got the news of this, I seen it on Facebook. It popped up on my feed. It literally popped up when I was talking about the numbers, how millions of women, specifically 170 million women, yes, are affected by this disease. And we're going to get into why I said that. Peace and love, nurture underscore goddess on Instagram. I see you. What's good? MBESE8. What's good? Yes, you've been here for a minute. Thank you so much for still being here and support. Jerry W26, thank you for being here. YouTube family, thank you for being here. Okay. So this, I seen it on my page and I said, what's the new name? And this is the new name that they have come up with. It is polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome. And it's actually a article by the Endocrine Society that they published, new name to improve diagnosis and care of condition affecting 170 million women worldwide. Now, when I posted this initially, I said that this affects 1 in 8 women, which equivalent to 170 million women worldwide. We're going to get back to the YouTube family. I'm going to put this on mute so that we cannot be interrupted. Okay. So when I posted that and then that news clip came up that they were changing the name, I was like, wow. So when I looked in, they're in their efforts, they're desperately trying to improve getting more diagnosis in the door. Okay. Because according to them, there are millions of women that are affected with this condition that do not know they are affected with this condition. And I'll read a little bit of the article, not too much, because I really want you to hear the language so that we can begin to decode. All right. And if you've been with me for a while, YouTube family, Instagram, you've been following me for a while, you know that there is really no such thing as what we call disease, rather than the body is doing its best in survival mode. It's doing its best to keep you alive. So we need to look at the organs that are involved in the process of developing what is called PCOS, rather than targeting it with drugs, targeting it with anti-androgens, with medications, all of these. So let's kind of get into it, right? So they got the new name, polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome, PMOS, is a new name for the condition previously known as polycystic ovary syndrome, which impacts 1 in 8 or more than 170 million worldwide. And they characterize this due to fluctuations in hormones, impacts on weight, metabolic and mental health that deals with anxiety, depression, skin and reproductive system. So they're realizing that this is more than just looking at the reproductive system. It's more that involves what is called PCOS, or now PMOS. It goes on to say that what we know is not that there is actually no increase in abnormal cysts on the ovary, and the diverse features of the condition were often unappreciated, said Teed, who is an Endocrine Society member. So it's a whole lot that they've said. They said this is a patient focused effort resulting in more than 22,000 survey responses and involved multiple international workshops with patients and multidisciplinary health professionals. This is going to take about 2 years to fully transition into this. So 2028 is when it's actually going to come into play. All right. So why am I reading this? Right. When, like I said, we're not going to go like super into it. But why am I reading this? I'm reading parts of it so that you can get a better idea of why the name change is still not going to get you closer to actually getting into the root. See, here's fact number one. Root healing is a lost art. Thank you for joining, YouTube family. Go ahead and blow up the comments. Those of you on Instagram, blow up the comments. Let me know that you're here. Root healing is a lost art. Okay. We are now in a shortcut culture. Okay. We are in a shortcut culture, whereas individuals would rather take the shortcut route, no matter the consequences, because we weren't taught that, there are no consequences when it comes to doing it the short way, right? We take a pill or, something that helps the pain. You see all of these different vitamins that's constantly marketed to you to do it the short way. And so you're like, oh, well, I need to get rid of this pain now. Why? Because you got to go back to the hustle and bustle, which is going back to work, whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis to maintain yourself. This is how it's done in our world. Where you're in pain, you need something quick to remedy that pain. Rather, taking your time, understanding the process of what you're about to do when it comes to the healing work, understanding the organs involved in what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, right? So I read the entire article top to bottom. I read the initial article where they talked about the name change, and it still does not get you closer to the root. Okay. It still does not get you closer to the root. And so the reason why we're talking about this is because we're going to have so many people who are confused about how to address their health. They're going to be in a loop, in a circle. Okay. It's just going to be a constant, where do I go? What do I do? We look at the name itself, and that is it. The name itself does not describe actual root healing work. And this is why I said it's a lost art. This is what I'm here for. My goal, my job is to preserve ancient healing traditions and returning women into their feminine, gynic, natural state. Okay? Returning women into their feminine, gynic, natural state. That's what I'm here to do. Okay? That's part of what I'm here to do. And having these names like PCOS, PMOS, I don't want whatever OS, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because here's the thing. When you have to name something, you're essentially breaking it apart, right? So you see the whole, right? I got to pick up something, right? Look at this crystal, right? You see the whole crystal. But in your mind, you automatically have to say, well, what is this? What is it made out of? What's the name of it? Instead of just looking at it as a whole and appreciating it in its whole form in your mind, or in our minds that we've been taught. I won't say your mind. I'll say we've been taught fragmental thinking. We have to break it apart. We can't just let this be. We can't just look at it for what it is. We have to constantly fragment it and break it down. And that's what you see in today's society. That's what you see in today's society. Everything is broken up, right? We have hundreds of disease names today, hundreds. And with the disease names, it's only looking at that part of the body. So now we fragmented it. The medical system has fragmented it rather than, okay, we have a patient, she has androgens on overload, which is indicated by the facial hair, excess facial hair on the neck, on the chin, on the face. What else? Acne is mainly in the jawline. We have to notate that. So we're looking at all of these features that are changing within her. Instead of, okay, I'm going to name this. I have to name this. I have to name this because what it does something for my ego. And let me read this comment one really quick. Snow Baby 89 said, my daughter is experiencing this now. We've been to hematologists, GYN, trying to find something natural. Listen, I want you to join my webinar tomorrow. You know something ain't right. Okay. The webinar description is in the my link tree in my bio. Okay. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to drop the link here so that you can register for tomorrow's event. You know something ain't right. Okay. So I'm going to drop that link right here so that you have that, because listen, did you know, and I posted this a week ago, girls as young as 10. Do you hear me? Young as 10. Oh, I got a little smoothie on me. Sorry, y'all. Girls as young as 10 are dealing or experiencing what is called PCOS. Okay. Oh gosh, I could go on and on. And a lot of, what I'm preserving is from our teachers. Look at this big genius work here. This big genius work by our genius mind, Dr. Phil Valentine, The Wounded Womb. And let me tell you, this will challenge the way you think. It will challenge the way you approach your health when it comes to feminine challenges. Okay. All of what we are experiencing today was unheard of. I stand firm on that. Dr. Phil stands firm on that in this book. And we need to get back to our natural feminine ways. And so that's the name of the event for tomorrow, May 19th, which is Malcolm X's birthday, by the way. Hello. It's called Normal Labs, Chronic Symptoms, a Modern Feminine Health Crisis. This is a crisis. Okay. This is a crisis. And we need to get ahead of this. We need to really seriously pay attention. Just because you think it's not happening to you, you have daughters, you have sisters, you have mothers, you have aunts, you have nieces. We need to spread the word. So what I want you to do right now, I want you to share this live right now. I want you to share this live right now on YouTube. I want you to share this live right now on Instagram, because listen, you're not going to get this. This is abnormal for me to bring this to you this way. This is uncommon. Okay. Now you'll have some healers that'll say, or some people that'll go on and say, well, your labs are not normal. And yeah, PCOS is a metabolic issue. And let's bring the sugar down. Still not addressing the fact that the name itself in existence is to further elude you from the actual truth. Okay. So that's where I come in. That's why my lane is so different. You got so many practitioners saying, do this for menopause, do this for PCOS, do this for fibroids. And it's like, oh my goodness. When we really break down the anatomy, when we really look at the body as a whole unit rather than a fragmental state, right, then you'll start to see that all of these symptoms you are experiencing is pushed out because your body has been in survival mode for too long. I explained that in my last couple of classes of the menopausal symptoms. I explained the PCOS. Look at the numbers. The numbers speak for 170 million women. And now they have a new category. Girls as young as 10 are going through this. I don't know if you notice, but our younger girls they're progressing earlier. Yes, they're getting breasts earlier. They're getting their cycles earlier. Girls as young as 7. Yeah, you heard me. Girls as young as 7 are getting their cycles. They're growing breasts. Listen, I'm telling you, listen. And you know what's happening? We're calling this normal. That's what's happening. Because it became common, it's now normal. But just because it's common, that doesn't mean it's normal. Because something is common, that does not make it normal. So what I want you to do, I want you right now to register for tomorrow's webinar. You know something ain't right. Let me get the exact title for y'all. You know something ain't right. Normal labs, chronic symptoms, a modern feminine health crisis. The feminine body was never designed to live in survival mode. So this is for women who feel disconnected as a woman. You feel disconnected from your body. You have constant cravings and you know it's not normal. You know that in your heart. You know something is off even when your labs say you pass with flying colors, okay? This is for you. For the men, it's for you too. And I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, you have daughters, you have sisters, you have nieces. You need to be here too so that you can understand this information and pass this along. This is the epidemic. Right? You look at the numbers, 170 million. They talking about the hantavirus. I literally seen people I've seen people in the store with masks today. Yes. I've seen people in the store with masks on today. Right? So yeah, this is the real epidemic. This is where the focus needs to be because again, our younger girls are being directly affected by this. This is insane. This is insane. All right. They're saying here the old name was misleading. The cysts and PCOS are actually just arrested, undeveloped follicles, which led to a historic misunderstanding of the condition. The condition causes systemic issues far beyond the ovaries. It heavily involves metabolic health, diabetes, obesity risks, mental health, anxiety, depression, and dermatology, acne, and excess hair. So again, they're tying in the diabetes, which holistic practitioners and naturopathic practitioners have seen forever that PCOS is the diabetes of the ovaries, and really just looking at the pancreas. You notice the wording. It's very fluff. It's such fluff. See, I'm always taught and know to look beneath the surface. That's one of my many gifts. And sometimes it gets me in trouble because when I hear bullshit, excuse me, I'm just going to put it like that. I just look at people and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And when something doesn't make sense, it's like, come on now. So I can read something or I look at a system and I'm like, this just really is an illusion. You're literally getting me away from my natural being, from me really directly interfacing with the actual thing that I need to heal. Okay. You are the healer. You can heal yourself. You have every ability to, but these freaking names are going to keep you from that. These names like diabetes and PCOS is going to keep you from that because what is diabetes? Diabetes is explaining the symptom. Diabetes is, I believe, derived from Greek, but let's actually tie that in. Okay. Diabetes, the root word of that, I believe is Greek, which to mean I pee a lot. Okay. That means, yep, it's ancient Greek, which means passing through, right? Frequent urination. That's the symptom of what? An overworked pancreas. Listen, we ain't going to get into too much teaching mode. I'm here to activate you. I want you to get started right now and click that link and get on this webinar tomorrow. Tomorrow's Malcolm X's birthday. You owe it to yourself. Okay. Malcolm X wanted change, and this is part of it. So I'm here All right. I was sent to earth for this purpose, for to look beneath the surface, for so many people who are not and been duped into the system, pulling you out slowly but surely into really seeing this mess, this illusion for what it is, right? We're not tearing them down. All right. But I'm here to let you know that you have the power to heal yourself when you are given the right information, when you are given the right activation, when you are giving the tools that you need to truly heal yourself. Okay. Last year, okay, on my 32nd birthday, oh my God. Let me just share a photo right quick. I'll share a photo to I'll share a photo to YouTube. Let me see if I could share this photo real quick, because let me tell you, okay, the reason why I am so like, let me make sure that I have okay. The reason why I am so passionate about this, because it's like, I did it for myself. Hey, someone said, hey, listening, Mokro IPAU. Okay. Yes, Nurture Goddess says she sees it. Thank you. YouTube, do you see it? Let me know. I see you, YouTube. I see about 3 people in there. Let me know. See you over here, you Instagram. Thank you. Listen, last year, if I would have went to the doctor, guess what? They probably would have said I had PCOS, right? They probably would have said, you have 2 of the characteristics of PCOS, because to diagnose PCOS, or now PMOS, which is polyendocrine metabolic syndrome, okay, you need 2 out of the 3 characteristics, which is hyperandrogen, which is excess facial hair, and then also, what was the other one? Cyst on the ovaries via ultrasound that they can actually see it on, right? And I had the symptom of the hyperandrogens, which was dealing with facial hair on my chin, mainly the left chin area. So I knew that my left ovary I needed to work on. But that was not all, okay? If I would have just approached this like, oh gosh, something's changing, something's happening, let me fix this, and just focus just on that, then I would have been lost. I realized what was happening. I was so stressed out, okay? Stressed out last year. It was crazy. All right. I was just worried about everything, my livelihood and money and bills. Oh my goodness. That, to a point where the more stress I was in, the more I craved unnatural food. This is it's all intertwined. You know why you crave those unnatural foods? See, I ain't gonna give y'all too much. You gotta come tomorrow, right? I ain't gonna give you too much. You gotta come tomorrow, right? See, right. So I was craving so much unnatural foods, vegan, crazy junk foods. And I ended up going up to like 178, 179. Like, and I'm 5'2", so it was like pretty big for me. That's the biggest I've ever been. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So the next thing was noticing the hair. And I knew I needed to do something. I said, I got to do something once I noticed the hair growing on my chin. I put myself through a program, which I didn't even know I was going to call it what I call it today. You're going to find out tomorrow. Register now. Webinar. You know something ain't right. Eventbrite. Let's go. Right. And so I put myself this program. And after about 8 weeks, I went from plucking like every, I would say 3 days, to about like every week. Then it started going down and down. So from every week to every 2 weeks, next thing I know, I'm not plucking at all. And I said, wow, I just cracked the code. I went deep into the root of my body. Now, this picture is from March of this year. And the other picture with the green pants was from last Friday. So not only did I take myself through the program that I did, and this is what I'll be talking about tomorrow, but some of the products I was using, I created my own products. Y'all know my parasite purge kit I got popping up on there. I rebalanced my colon, my gut, and started doing not random workouts, but strategic workouts. Everything I do now is strategy. I do not enter in anything without a plan. Okay. And that includes my detox. And this is what I did for my body. As you can see, my face is more fuller in the other one. You see them rolls like cinnamon jelly rolls on my back. It's more defined. My arms are more smaller. Listen, okay? This is not me just saying this. I'm taking myself from point A to point B, and I am not even done yet. I'm not even done yet. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I am going to actually come back on here and start my screen for YouTube. Thank you so much, YouTube. YouTube, I want to see your comments. And I want to see more registrants popping up on here. Okay, I want to see y'all registering. This event is tomorrow. Let me make sure that I pin it up here. Register. Any questions? Y'all can ask any questions. YouTube, Instagram. Hold on. Register for events. Link in bio. Because I know it's frustrating. Like someone said in the comments, it's like I've seen a hematologist, I've seen all of these different specialists, and still, you're no closer, and you're trying to find something natural. But here's the thing: you need a system. You need a system, not something that you've seen on YouTube or Instagram, like a one thing, like, oh, this is like just one thing and one herb. And I'm sorry, like Black Girl Vitamins. Okay, I had to say it. Oh, your mood swings and PCOS symptoms, no more hair, right? So you go and grab it, you go and buy it because the marketing is so loud and it's just so catchy. Right? Especially for Black women, because we are more likely to deal with these issues because we are the ones overstressed in these work environments that your body was never supposed to be in. Your reaction to an unnatural society is anxiety and depression. Those are not unnatural states. That's a reaction to these unnatural societies and unnatural society. Okay, so I've said a lot. I've said too much. I want you to join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. You know something ain't right. And we're going to solve this modern feminine health crisis together. Together. I might say my face is so... I have to say, like, listen, when I went, it was like, and it's like more defined. Like I said, I'm not even done yet. Okay. I'm actually on a hydration cleanse. I only had watermelon today. I had a shake. And I had cucumber, lemon water, and then I'm just gonna have like one cooked meal, like with some quinoa, and a little jerk vegetables. So yeah, I'm doing that for also 10 days as well. Now, this other thing that we have, this other challenge we have right now. All right. I'm gonna share it with the YouTube. I already have it up on I have it up on Instagram. Bloat be gone. And let me move this here. Okay. Bloat be gone. Let that go. All right. This is a 10-day bloat and craving reset. This is June 1st to June 10th. So you got 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks before we start the Bloat Be Gone Challenge. This is 10 days to reduce bloating, reduce sugar cravings. Yes, you do not have to feel like you need that Twix bar, okay, at night. You do not need that, all right? Give me 1 second, y'all. You know what? I have I just realized something. Let me see if she has been trying to contact me because, oops. Yeah, we're going to get out of here, y'all, and we're going to come back. All right, we're going to come back. I'll see you again. I realized I had a speaking engagement. Oh, my goodness. And she just emailed me. All right, we'll come back. Bloat be gone. Don't forget, link is DM me bloat YouTube. The way to get in contact with me is my email, info@holisticaPalace.com. Okay, info@holisticapalace.com. Give me 1 second. If you are ready, you want this, like you want this. You don't want to go in the summer like this. All right. You don't want to go in the summer uncomfortable. DM or message me, email, bloat, and we'll send you the challenge details to get you started. All right. Thank you so much for being here, YouTube, my YouTube family, my YouTube fans. We're going to show up here more. I am super hot, y'all. It's a super hot day, but I will see you next time. Peace and love. All right, Instagram